A rancher passed. Heard a girl whisper, "I'm sorry, Mama, I'll be good." The truth left him speechless. Cal Morrison's boot catches on Lewstone. He stops. The old well sits in the middle of what used to be pasture, its mouth dark as a grave. Wind moves through dead grass around his ankles. Then he hears it. "I'm sorry, Mama. I'll be good." The voice drifts up from the darkness below. Small, broken, childlike. Cal's heart hammers against his ribs. He steps closer to the well's edge, gripping the weathered stone with both hands. "Hello?" His voice cracks. "Someone down there?" Silence. Then the wind again, carrying nothing but the smell of dry earth and old fear. Cal runs. His boots pound against hard ground as he crosses the field toward his house. The kitchen door slams behind him. Martha stands at the sink, washing dishes. Her gray hair catches afternoon light from a window. "You hear that?" Martha doesn't turn around. "What are you talking about?" The voice. In the old well. The coffee mug slips from Martha's hands. It hits the floor and shatters into white pieces. Coffee spreads across worn linoleum like spilled blood. What voice? A little girl. She keeps saying she's sorry. "No, Martha, I heard her clear as..." "No, you didn't hear nothing." Cal stares at his wife's back. Her shoulders shake. 27 years of marriage, and he's never seen her hands tremble like this. "Why won't you look at me?" Martha bends down and starts picking up broken pieces. Her fingers move too fast. One shard cuts her thumb. Blood drips onto white ceramic. "Martha, just leave it alone, Cal." "Leave what alone?" She doesn't answer. Blood keeps dripping. Cal walks to the living room and picks up the phone. His old deputy badge sits on the mantel, tarnished and forgotten. He dials Sheriff Dawson's number. "Tom, I need you out here." "What's the trouble?" "There's a child in the garret well." Long pause. "Cal, that well's been sealed 20 years. I heard her clear as day." "Her. Little girl. Sounds scared." Another pause. Longer this time. "I'll be right over." Cal hangs up. Martha stands in the kitchen doorway, her thumb wrapped in a dish rag. The coffee is still on the floor. "Why'd you call Tom?" "Because there's a child down there." "You don't understand." "Then explain it." Martha stares past him toward the window. The well sits like a dark eye in the field beyond. Something should stay buried. "What things?" She turns and walks away. Her footsteps echo up the stairs. Sheriff Dawson arrives 20 minutes later. His patrol car kicks up dust as it stops beside Cal's truck. Tom Dawson has been sheriff for 15 years. Before that, his father held the job. The badge runs in families around here. "Show me." They walk to the well together. Cal points down into the darkness. "She was talking right here. Kept saying she was sorry." Tom leans over the edge. Pebbles fall into blackness. No sound when they hit bottom. "Nothing here, Cal." "She was talking. I swear on my mother's grave. Maybe you need to see Doc Wilson." "I ain't crazy." "Didn't say you were. But stress can do things to a man. You've been working too hard. Martha says you don't sleep much." Cal looks toward his house. Martha stands at the kitchen window, watching them. Even from this distance, her face looks pale. "When's the last time someone checked this well?" "Checked it for what?" "I don't know. Just checked it." Tom straightens up. His hand rests on his gun belt. "Cal, there's nothing down there. Well's been dry since before you moved here. County sealed it up after the Garrett place burned." "What happened to the Garretts?" "Family moved away. Long time ago." "Why?" "People move. That's what people do." But Tom won't meet his eyes when he says it. The sheriff drives away, leaving Cal alone with the well. The sun sits low on the horizon now. Shadows stretch long across dead grass. Cal stands at the well's edge and listens. Nothing. Just wind and his own breathing. He turns to go. Then he hears it again. "Mama, please don't be mad. I'll be good, I promise." The voice is clearer now. Desperate. Young. So young it makes his chest tight. Cal grips the stone rim of the well until his knuckles go white. "I hear you," he whispers into the darkness. I hear you. Footsteps in the grass behind him. He turns. Martha stands 10 feet away, her face white as bone. Her eyes are wide and strange. She looks like she's seeing a ghost. How long have you been standing there? Martha doesn't answer. She stares at the well like it might swallow her whole. Martha, talk to me. You really heard her? Yes. Martha closes her eyes. When she opens them again, tears roll down her cheeks. God help us all. The wind picks up. Somewhere in the darkness below, a child's voice whispers apologies to the dead. Martha stands at the well's edge, her shadow falling into the darkness below. The sun hangs low, painting everything the color of old blood. She doesn't move when Cal approaches. Her name was Lucy. Cal turns. Who? The girl you're hearing. Lucy Garrett. Garrett? Like the old farm? My baby sister. The words hit Cal like a punch. Martha, your sister died in a car wreck. You told me that when we first met. That's what they told everyone. Martha stares into the well. Her hands shake. She was 12. Sweet as honey. Had these big brown eyes that never missed nothing. But Daddy? She stops. Your daddy what? He had a temper, especially when he drank. I don't understand. She tried to hide from him. Used to crawl down here when he got mean. Said it was her safe place. Jesus, Martha. One night, she didn't come back up. Cal feels the ground shift under his feet. 27 years of marriage. All those times Martha went quiet when he asked about her family. All those nights she woke up screaming. How long ago? 32 years next month. Why didn't you tell anyone? You think I didn't try? Sheriff back then was Dawson's daddy. He said accidents happen. Said Daddy was a respected man in this county. But she was your sister. 12 years old and nobody cared. Martha's voice breaks. Cal wants to hold her, but something in her posture keeps him back. She stands rigid as a fence post, staring down into that black hole. So what happened? Really? Daddy came home drunk. Drunker than usual. Lucy spilled milk at dinner. He backhanded her so hard she hit the wall. She ran. He followed. To here. She was already down in the well when he found her, hiding at the bottom on that little ledge. He started throwing rocks. Cal's stomach turns. Martha, big ones, told her she was worthless, said she was too stupid to die right. Then he threw one that connected. The voice echoes up from below. I'll be good, Mama. Martha flinches like she's been shot. She always called me Mama after our mother died. I was only 14, but I tried to take care of her. Why can I hear her now? Maybe she's tired of being forgotten. Cal paces around the well. His boots crunch on dead grass. What did your daddy tell people? Said she fell playing. Said kids do stupid things. Sheriff Dawson Sr. came out, looked down the well, shook his head. Case closed. And you kept quiet all this time? I was 14, Cal. Who was going to believe me? Daddy was a deacon at church. Donated money to the sheriff's campaign every election. Had friends in the county courthouse. What about after? When you grew up? What about it? You going to dig up a 12-year-old girl and prove she was murdered? With what evidence? Who's going to care about some poor kid who died 30 years ago? Martha turns away from the well. Her face is carved with lines Cal never noticed before. Lines that look like they've been there since she was 14. There's more. More what? Daddy didn't just throw rocks. Cal waits. The wind picks up, carrying the smell of dust and old bones. He climbed down thereafter, made sure she was dead. Then he climbed back up and called the sheriff. Jesus Christ. Sheriff Sr. came out with his boy, little Tom Dawson. Kid was maybe 16 then, following his daddy around like a puppy. They both looked down at Lucy's body and agreed it was an accident. Tom saw her and did nothing, just like his daddy. Dust rises on the horizon, a patrol car cutting across the field toward them. He's coming back. Good. I got questions for him. No, Cal, you don't understand. Tom Dawson knows the truth. What truth? He was there that night. Saw everything. Did nothing. The patrol car gets closer. Cal can make out Tom Dawson behind the wheel, his face hard as stone. Why is he coming back? Because he knows I'm talking. Probably been waiting 30 years for this day. Martha, we need to call the state police. Get someone from outside the county. You think that'll matter? You think they'll care about a dead girl when there's no body to prove anything? There's a body. Down there. Martha shakes her head. Not anymore. Daddy moved her that same night. Buried her somewhere nobody would ever look. The voice comes again, fainter now. Mama, I'm cold. Martha closes her eyes. I should have saved her. You were a kid yourself. I was her mama. That's what she called me. That's what I was supposed to be. The patrol car stops 20 yards away. Sheriff Tom Dawson gets out slowly. His hand rests on his gun. Even from this distance, Cal can see something different in the man's face. Something that looks like 30 years of buried guilt walking toward them in uniform. He's not here to help, is he? No, Cal. He's here to make sure we stop talking. Dawson walks closer. His boots make no sound on the dead grass. His eyes never leave Martha's face. Martha Morrison. Been a long time since we had a real conversation. Not long enough, Tom. Maybe we should have that talk now. Just the three of us. Cal realizes a man who swore protect and serve has been hiding murder for 3 decades. The badge on Tom's chest catches the dying sunlight. The truth is walking straight toward them, wearing the law's uniform. Sheriff Dawson stops 10 feet from the well, his eyes locked on Martha. His badge catches the dying light. His gun hand rests easy on his belt like he's done this before. Figured you'd start talking eventually. Martha lifts her chin. Took me long enough. You should have stayed quiet. Like I did when I was 14. That worked out fine for everyone. Cal steps forward. Everyone except Lucy. Lucy was an accident. Bull. Dawson's face doesn't change. 30 years of wearing a badge has taught him how to lie without blinking. Your wife's been carrying some heavy stories, Cal. Sometimes grief makes people remember things that didn't happen. My daddy saw what your daddy did. Your daddy was drunk. Drunk don't make you blind. He saw you watching from the patrol car. Saw you do nothing while a 12-year-old girl died. Dawson's hand moves to his gun. Careful, Martha. Or what? You'll throw me down a well, too. The pieces click together in Cal's head like bones breaking. The scope of it. The years of silence. The power that runs this county like blood through veins. How many people knew? Enough. The whole damn town. The ones that mattered. Jesus Christ. Your sister was 12 years old. She was also a problem. Martha pulls a folded paper from her coat. Her hands don't shake anymore. They're steady as stone. What's that? Statement I wrote 30 years ago. Never sent it. Martha, everything I saw that night. Everything you all did. Dawson draws his gun. The metal whispers against leather. Give me that paper. No. You killed a child. I didn't kill nobody. You watched her die and called it an accident. Sometimes accidents are convenient. Cal stares at the sheriff. This man who coached Little League. Who sat in the same pew at church every Sunday. His voice cracks. How many others? Others. How many other convenient accidents? Dawson doesn't answer. Doesn't need to. The silence says everything. The voice rises from the well one final time. Mama, why won't they help me? Martha closes her eyes. When she opens them, something has changed. Something final. Because they're scared, baby. But not anymore. Martha throws a statement into the wind. Pages scatter across dead grass like white birds. Some catch on fence posts. Others tumble toward the road. There's copies. You're lying. Try me. Sheriff raises his gun. Points it at Martha's chest. She doesn't flinch. Doesn't step back. Just stands there like she's been waiting 30 years for this moment. Move away from the well, Martha. No. I won't ask again. Good. I'm tired of your asking. Cal steps between them. Tom, don't. Move, Cal. I can't do that. This ain't your fight. Yes, it is. She's gonna destroy this whole county with her lies. They're not lies. You don't understand what's at stake here, what people will lose. What about what Lucy lost? Dawson's finger tightens on the trigger. Some prices are too high to pay. For who? The gun goes off. But it's not Dawson's gun that fires. Martha stands over his body, smoke rising from the small pistol in her hand. Dawson stares up at the sky, his chest dark with blood. His mouth moves, but no sound comes. How? She shows Cal the gun, small enough to hide in a coat pocket, old but well-maintained. Been carrying this 32 years. Waiting. You planned this. Every day since I was 14 years old. Dawson tries to speak. Blood bubbles on his lips. Martha kneels beside him. She was 12, Tom. 12 years old, and you let her die. His eyes go empty. The badge on his chest rises and falls one last time, then stops. Cal opens his mouth to speak, but no words come. The magnitude of it all hits him like a physical weight. The decades of silence, the murdered child, the corruption that runs so deep it touches everything. Martha's patient revenge, planned and executed with the precision of someone who's had 30 years to think about justice. Lucy's voice echoes up from the well one last time. Thank you, Mama. Then silence, complete and final. Cal tries again to speak. Nothing. His voice is gone, stolen by truths too heavy for words. He stares at Martha, at Dawson's body, at the scattered pages dancing in the wind. Some truths are too big for human voices. Some revelations break the very ability to speak them. Martha puts the gun back in her coat pocket. She walks to the well's edge and looks down into the darkness. It's over, baby. It's finally over. Sirens wail in the distance. Red and blue lights flash against the horizon. The scattered statement pages blow across the field like evidence of things that should never have been buried. Cal stands speechless at Martha's side. The truth has been spoken. Justice has been served. But the weight of 30 years of buried evil has stolen his ability to speak. He understands now why some secrets stay hidden. Not because they're not true, but because they're too true. Too terrible for ordinary voices to carry. The patrol cars arrive. Officers pour out with guns drawn. They find a dead sheriff, a smoking gun, and two people standing by an old well. One talks. One cannot. Martha raises her hands. I killed him. He had it coming. Cal tries to tell them why. Tries to explain about Lucy and the well and 30 years of buried truth. But no words will come. The story has stolen his voice completely. Some truths are too heavy for human tongues to bear.